Okay, we're going to start this session. Thank you for coming. So, just standing with the feet roughly shoulder width and roughly forward facing. What's important is that you haven't got one ahead of the other and that you haven't got one or the other turned out more. So they can be forward facing or slightly turned out. That's fine as long as they match each other. So just check your feet and then just settle into them and float the head top. Relax around the hips. Just feel the body. Just relax and feel the body. So we're going to take this point here, the dantian, and we're going to move it behind where it is, and then to the side, and then in front of where it was, and then to the side, and then behind. So you're making a smooth, small circle around the point where the dantian was before you started moving. So just relaxing and feeling that. Just try to keep the body very quiet, unfixed, and just keep clarifying what you're intending to do, which is to move the dantian. So the dantian is 3 finger widths below the belly button. That gives you the chi hai on the surface. And then the dantian is inside. So you're just relaxing and moving that point. Just calm, letting the breathing come and go naturally. And let the rest of the body change naturally. Change in accordance with nature. So as the dantian goes to the left, the spine bows to the side. As the dantian goes back, the spine bows forward. As the dantian goes forward, the spine arches slightly. So you're just relaxing. You're not doing those things, but those things are happening. If the body's relaxed and receptive, then as you circle the dantian, the body goes through all these changes. The weight in the feet, notice how the weight in the feet changes. So sometimes you have more weight in the heels, sometimes more weight in the balls of the feet. Sometimes there's more weight in the left or the right foot. But whatever's happening, try to keep the feet relaxed and flat on the ground. So although it would be easy to think that we're moving the hips in this exercise, we're not. We're moving in the center. This is quite important, it's quite subtle, but try to see if you can really find this point and move it. Change direction. Just letting the breathing come and go naturally. Keep the head top light and suspended. And keep the arms just naturally hanging from the shoulder points, relaxing the shoulders, the upper chest, the upper back, the upper arm, just relaxing around that junction. Just letting the weight of the arms and the movement of the body do the work. Just see if you can allow your arms just to manifest naturally. Just letting the breathing come and go naturally. Calm and relaxed. Awareness, body centered. Tracking the sensations, clarifying the intention, watching the breathing. Every time some thoughts arise about the day or something that's not right here now, then just relax back into the feeling of embodiment. Just check the weight in the feet, how it changes. Make sure you're moving your dantian and the hips are passively allowing those changes. See how the spine reacts to the dantian moving, the shoulders, the head top light. And just notice how the breathing is coming and going naturally. And coming back to the center. Just calm, body-centered awareness, just feeling embodied. Feel yourself to be physically present. Just relaxing. So we have these 5 points of embodied awareness. 3 of them are physical points. The top of the head, the ground contact, which at the moment is split between the 2 feet, and the dantian in the middle. Okay? So these are the 3 reference points: top, bottom, middle. So we want to relate to them directly, not as concepts. So see if you can feel the top of the head, feel the pressure, the feeling of sensation on the feet. Feel how the top of the head is very different. It's very light and spacious. Top of the head can just move just very easily, but the feet are anchored to the ground by the weight. So just feel the difference between those 2 energies, the yang energy manifesting upwards and light, expanding, and the yin energy, heavy, grounded, stable. So just relaxing and feeling. You have an awareness of the dantian in the middle. So there's 2 more points. That's the breathing and the joints. So the joints, we want all the joints relaxed and open, particularly the hips and the shoulders, relaxed and open. So when we say relaxed, not collapsed. When we say open, not held open. So we want to really soften and relax and let the joints open in a very relaxed, mindful way. And then the breathing, just coming and going naturally. So we can keep every time, whatever exercise we're doing, keep tuning into this reality, into this way of seeing the body. So coming to the dantian, start to turn this point. Keep the legs forward facing. So don't turn the legs with the turn. Keep the legs forward facing, the knees facing the same direction as the feet. And in order for this to happen, the hips have to work properly. They have to really soften and allow the dantian changes. So just relaxing and breathing. Just see if you can turn the dantian. See if you can feel that you're actually turning the tummy, turning inside the belly. Keep the head top light and suspended. Keep relaxing down into that heavy, solid feeling in the feet. So in the poetic language of the classics, we have heaven, we have earth, and we have human. So we want to stand between heaven and earth. We want to be a conduit, an open channel. So we don't want to bunch up and have bad posture. We want to relax and just really let the energy flow naturally. Just sort of get out of the way. No holding, no blocking. Just relaxing, turning the dantian. See if you can feel if your arms are moving entirely because of the waist turning. Okay, I could stand here and I could make my arms look pretty much like they're swinging, but you can see pretty clearly that I'm using my upper arm and shoulder muscles to move the arms. The arms should be still and they should be very soft and relaxed and effortless. And then when the turning results in movement, and we track the movement, we become familiar with it, we can change it, but always from the center. Very much a feeling of ease and relaxation as we move. Keep relaxing and opening the joints. Awareness of the 3 reference points, and letting the breathing come and go naturally. And relaxing and letting the body settle back to stillness, to neutral, calm and balanced. Breathing, relaxed. So we're going to do some specific breathing exercises to try to open and energize the breathing mechanism. So just let the hands float up while the shoulders relax and sink. Just let the hands float up, stretching up, but keep the hips relaxed. Don't push them forward. Don't push the knees back. Don't tense the shoulders. So we can go long and stretched without tensing and locking up. And then sitting slightly in the hips and dropping the shoulders as the hands sink to the sides. You'll find the front of the body stretching horizontally as you move the hands back, and also vertically as you allow the tailbone to go back. The arm movement takes the upper body back, so the middle of the body, diaphragm area, comes forward and stretches. And fold the hands in, intensifying that stretch. And in this position, the breathing is encouraged into the front of the body. So take a really big breath into the front of the body. And then relax on the out breath and just let the body change. And here, bring the tailbone under, keep the legs working, bring the tailbone under, push through the middle of the back and push forward with the arms. And in this position, you'll feel that the breathing is encouraged into the back of the body. So you really want to soften and shorten this part of the body, relax it. Just relax it and allow it to collapse. So breathing into the back and relax on the out breath. And then start to breathe in, stretching, extending effort into the body. Relax, breathing out. And breathing in, extending effort into the body. And relax and let go. Let the body return. And breathing in. And relax. So you're trying to feel like you're stretching by this extension of effort into the body. You're stretching. And then when you relax, you're trying to find the return via the natural elasticity. And here again, you start stretching, extending effort. And relax. And feel lots of things change on that elasticity, that natural, when you let go, that natural return. Couple more. And let the hands fall. So this is very important. So having stagnant areas inside the lungs can allow bacteria to grow, make us more susceptible to lung problems. Particularly in this COVID times, it's really worth giving the lungs a really good workout. So now while you're standing here, just relax. We'll do another breathing exercise in a moment. Just see if you can get your breath to move the upper ribs, the lower ribs to the front and the sides, the tummy, the back opening slightly on the in-breath, and the upper back where the shoulder blades are. So see if you can have all those areas. Some will naturally move a lot, and somewhat the movement will be very subtle. But see if you can have all those areas all moving as you breathe in and breathe out. Remember, the collapsing and letting go is as important as the expanding and drawing in. I'll remind you of that nice little saying, we breathe because the body moves. Okay, we breathe because the body moves. So really the body drawing breath in and pushing breath out. It's a very physical thing, so just try and relax and just feel the physicality of it. So we're going to do another breathing exercise to help this process of breathing. So if you sit down slightly into your legs, and then from your pubic bone to the top of your sternum, just relax so they come together a little bit. No leaning forward or leaning back. And now push from the legs and take your pubic bone down and your sternum up. So relatively, they're moving apart and the front is stretching. And then relax your hips and sit down, shortening, bringing them together slightly. Don't use a lot of effort and don't try to find the most extreme closed position. And then pushing, and again, go through neutral to up, to stretched, but don't try and force it. It's quite gentle. This time as you go down, just have the palms upturned in front of the hips. And as you push, let them move to the sides. And then start to rise, reaching about this position in your maximum stretched, lengthened front. Don't push the hips forward and the knees back in this position. Keep the legs long, but don't lock them. And then release the hips, the shoulders, shortening the front, and returning. And then pushing, rising up through open, relaxed hips, power of the ground, and release and sink back through open, relaxed hips to the ground. Keep the head top suspended through all of this. And a sense of embodied ease as you move. Very calm and relaxed. Just do a bit of work to try and get the coordination correct. And once your body recognizes what you want, then you can really relax out of that and stop trying to control it too much. But this is a closing of the front, a shortening of the front, sinking down through relaxed open hips. And this is a pushing up and an opening and lengthening of the front. So in this 2D visual image that you have in front of you, me doing this exercise, I want you to notice the sleeved part of my arms, how little they move. Okay, so here they're rising, and here they're falling very slightly, and then they fall more. And here they don't really move in the first phase, and then they rise. So you're sort of moving around the elbows. So here you're opening the elbows, and here you're closing the elbows. There's very much a feeling of extending effort into the body, opening, expanding, and then relaxing and letting everything come back very naturally to the dantian. One more. And just come down, relaxing. We're going to come back to this, what we call in sort of neutral posture. So in this posture, we could collapse more into like a yin position. Or from this posture, we could expand more into a yang move. But we're just balanced. We're really trying to get the balance right on the balance point between yin and yang here. So we're just really trying to feel that quality in the body. Head top suspended, tailbone sinking. So the spine is opening. The lower back is relaxing and lengthening down. The neck expanding and lengthening up. And the front is very soft. Shoulder points spreading and sinking. Hips relaxed and open, neutral knees and ankles, weight dropping into the bubbling well points. Now, without disturbing the shoulders from the hip, from the elbows, just let the hands float up and come together over the chi hai. This is the surface point, the front, the dantian behind. So now we'll just stand and breathe. Just try to feel the whole body, that sense of embodiment, calm, present. I'm going to end the session there. If you guys want to carry on just standing and breathing, relaxing, feeling the body, that's great. Okay, thank you very much for coming. I hope that was useful. Hope to see you next week.